Hello, I was making videos and I realized Easter's coming up, so I need to make an Easter video. So yeah, we talk about the death, burial, resurrection of Jesus Christ while also trying to play this game. Okay, we're going to use a different car. I'm like, Jesus, that car is not coming back. Let's go with the tried and true van. Yeah, there we go. So, why is this important? Well, you don't get to heaven on good morals. You get to heaven because of what Jesus did. Oh no, can I get through this? I got through it. Okay. Because Jesus' betrayal in the garden, all the way up to him hanging out with his friends for a few days before going back home and promising to come back again, is the main point of the Bible. It's called the gospel, which also means good news. Because good news, your sins are paid for. Because it all starts around 6,000 years ago in the Garden of Eden, where Adam and Eve ate that fruit. Some people think it's an apple. Some say it's a grape. I don't know. All I know is it grew on a tree, so I would think it's not a grape. But man fell into sin and disobeyed God and tried to redefine good and bad in its own eyes. And people have been doing it ever since. And God has always strived to try to make peace with man. And he's like, one day, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to beat everyone up. Well, he's like, one day he's going to come back and judge humanity. Like that. Oh no. Well, I'm stuck under the car. Okay, there we go. And he's like, everyone is guilty of breaking God's laws. And God's not a cruel judge. And he's not a false police officer like these ones. He is a good judge. But he still is merciful. So he doesn't want to be mean to his kids, which is what humanity is. So he's like, okay, I'll give y'all a way out. Anyone who apologizes and understands that I came down to you, you can't get up to me, y'all can get to come and live in my house. And that's the whole message of Jesus, is that God wants to spend time with humanity. Oh, come on, don't hit a car. Yeah, I made it. And throughout this, how he did it was he looked back at the Abrahamic covenant, which was God was trying to make a point to Abraham, because back then people sacrificed their children. By the way, do not sacrifice children. So he told Abraham, go to the mountain, make a sacrifice, and sacrifice Isaac. And he did it. He's like, okay, stop. Okay, now, sacrifice the ram over there in the bush. But he saw Abraham's faith, and it's like, you're willing to give up your son to me, I will be willing to give my son up to you. And God, because he's not going to be outdone by a person, did that through Jesus. And Jesus could come off that cross at any time. Like, really, he got arrested, went through a fake trial, and everything. And it's like, you really think they took God in custody without him being willing? I had somebody the other day tell me, like, we killed him. It's like, nah, he let you win that fight, and you know it. Jesus gave up his own life for us. Because he could have had an army of angels. One angel can wipe out like a whole population at night. Aha, that car missed me. In a single night. He could command armies of them. We wouldn't touch Jesus unless he let us. Unless we let him. Let me try again. Unless he let us. Yeah, there you go. I can speak. Sometimes I mess up. I'm not perfect. I need Jesus. But yeah. And through, if you actually read the Bible, it's prophesied in Isaiah and repeated by Peter, what the lashings meant. By his stripes we were healed, he was bruised for our iniquities, and our transgressions laid upon him. Stuff like that. It talks about what each individual thing that he went through, the scourging, the mocking, and all that stuff, what it meant. Because it wasn't just like you nailed him to a tree right away. They beat him with a whip and did all sorts of horrible stuff to him. The Passion is it shows the gritty detail of what happened. But after that, he was put on the cross, and then he cried, "It is finished." because he won fair and square. And because right after that he died and became a sacrifice that people could use to get to heaven, so God could be reunited with His children again. So it was finished. And then after that, 3 days later, He came back because He's not going to let death beat Him because He's God, So He showed back up. It's like, see, I'm still alive and I'm coming back again. There's a hope for a future because He's the great I am. He is God. He was God in the flesh. Okay, that truck just did a flip. Oh, it's flipping again. Okay, there we go. So He's not going to let death beat Him. And He came back. And that's the hope of the gospel, is that through Jesus, we can have victory over this life and the next. And I want you to have that in your life. That's why I'm telling you this story. And to my knowledge, that is the story of Easter, the best way I can articulate it. In my life, I have seen freedom from addictions. I have seen the broken made whole. I've seen hurt people healed. I have seen people with terrible depression have hope. I have seen God help many people in many different ways. Jesus, when He was God in the flesh walking around, He went around healing people. And He never told anybody no. The only people He couldn't heal are the people that wouldn't let Him. Will you let Jesus into your life today? Will you let Jesus heal you and fix you up? Because I don't know who you are. If you have your life perfect and all the way together, I'd like to know how. Because the Bible claims that no one is perfect. Everyone has sinned and needs the redemption from God. And I don't see a problem in asking for help. But yeah, that's just my whole thing about that. I hope you've enjoyed this gameplay. And I hope you find the love of Jesus in your life this Easter. God bless you, friends. And goodbye.